Hey, good morning, guys. It's Jesse. We're in Acts chapter 19, verses 29 through 34 this morning. So if you would go ahead and open your phone, go to the YouVersion Bible app, whatever Bible app you have on your phone, or if you have your physical Bible, which I love as well, go ahead and open that. We're going to be in Acts chapter 19, verses 29 through 34 this morning. And I believe God's going to speak to you through this passage. And I believe one of the most powerful ways that God speaks to us personally is through His Word, the Bible. And we have that opportunity this morning to go through the Bible. So if you would, join me in Acts chapter 19, verse 29. Go ahead and begin reading now. Let's see. Soon the whole city was in an uproar, and I think it's valid to explain a little bit. There's a riot going on in Ephesus because Paul's been sharing the gospel. Paul's been preaching the gospel. There's been some convictions with that comes along with following Jesus, and this has caused a recession, a reduced amount of idol making in this city of Ephesus, which is a really highly this is an idol worship city, so it's a lot of people are kind of ticked off about it, which is causing the riot here. So this is kind of middle of the riot that's going on about why has there been a stoppage in idol making, so go ahead and. So soon the whole city was in an uproar. The people seized Gaius and I can't pronounce his name. Paul's traveling companions from Macedonia. So they're his traveling companions from Macedonia. And all of them rushed into the theater together. Paul wanted to appear before the crowd, but the disciples, when it says disciples there, it means the recent converts that Paul had shared the gospel with in Ephesus. So we're not necessarily talking about the 12 that Jesus spent a lot of time with. But the disciples, the recent converts in Ephesus, would not let him. He wanted to appear before the crowd, but the recent converts that Paul had made, the recent friends that Paul had made, would not let him. Even some of the officials of the province, friends of Paul, sent him a message begging him not to venture into the theater. The assembly was in confusion. Some were shouting one thing, some another. Most of the people didn't even know why they were there. The Jews in the crowd pushed Alexander to the front, and they shouted instructions to him. He motioned for silence in order to make a defense before the people. But when they realized he was a Jew, they all shouted in unison for about 2 hours, "Great is Artemis," or of the Ephesians, which is the idol god that they worship. But what God really spoke to me is that God's gonna speak through people. I really want you guys to know and understand that God will speak through people to you to get your attention, to get a message across. God will use people to speak to you. Will you be in communion with the Holy Spirit and noticing that, because God's going to speak through people to speak into your life. I know I have plenty of people, plenty of friends that speak into my life, and I can definitely tell, and I know when the Holy Spirit is speaking through them directly to me, and when God's speaking directly to me through someone. So just know that God will speak to you through people, speak to you through your friends, speak to you through your teachers, speak to you through your pastor. So if you're gonna have friends, you're gonna have family, you're gonna have people that God speaks through to talk to you personally. So just be encouraged by that, and hope you have a great day. And just be aware of people speaking into your life, and know that God is going to use people to speak to you. Have a great day, guys.